It's me. Jason, Muncie, Indiana Dewey's. Yeah, it's been brought to my attention for so long. And yes, there are no shortages of said reasons why I hate how Morrison Mock was mismanaged and mishandled as a school. Oh, was it because my generation that Morrison Mock could teach? Fuck off. That brought me to hate the police so much more. I mean, what the fuck? I ask for so much money, like $12,000 to fix my hair up, like $20,000 to go and fix my eyes, about $5,000 to fix up my smile, and a $25,000 gym membership. And to get in league with said, game developers and modeling agencies, Hollywood, so I could afford to keep Morrison Mock open as an elementary school. But no one cares about a child's education. That was my elementary school. That was my childhood ruined because the police had to take a large chunk of the fucking funding. Because why? Grissom Memorial Elementary has prestige somehow to be allowed to stay in fucking business as a fucking school, while Morrison Mock went under. Lack of funding of Morrison Mock Elementary School of Muncie, Indiana. I don't live too far from my old elementary school. There has not been one teacher there since I was a kid. Like, why the fuck are we not, fucking funding schools like Morrison Mock Elementary? I don't live very far from my old elementary school. I could find it on the Google Earth map app that could show satellite footage of said, app that could, find said place. I mean, look at all the cockamamie bullshit that's been going on. Everything is going wrong. 'Cause why? Morrison for a time was shut down during of all of, you know, 2000 to 2005. We had, you know, large lump sum of said people, a large sum of said people still going to school there. A large sum of, you know, whatever's left of the millennials that were, or the Zoomer generation that was coming into fruition, wound up going to school there. But in 2006, BAM! They closed the fucking school down and opened it up as a fucking retirement home from 2006 to 2010. And for a time, that was a retirement home for a time. And now it's a fucking Life Touch Center. Like, what the fuck? You're fucking with somebody's childhood. But, oh, I jumped from like Morrison Mock to Grissom and back to Morrison Mock. And then I wound up going to middle school. There wasn't a whole lot of middle schools to choose from back when I was a kid. Maybe someday there might be enough middle schools, enough elementary schools, enough high schools, at least one college and one university, and at least 5 private schools to choose from of Muncie, Indiana. But if my YouTube channel takes off and I make a serious shitload of money, I could, you know, save Muncie from going under as a damn ghost town. Because the economy sucks right now. We don't got like very many options for education for kids. And now the school that I wanted to go to, I do believe it's Delta or yeah, I do believe it's like Delta High School or whatever high school that my best friend went to. That's the school I wanted to go to. I didn't want to go to a damn school that had, you know, like a bad history with my family. But I guess my aunt never learned her lesson. We do not fucking live in New York City, where we're bound by the fucking school that's available in the fucking district that you fucking live in. We're from Muncie. We decide. We should have the freedom to decide to go to whatever fuck school we want to. And yet Morrison Mock doesn't get the same prestige as Grissom Memorial Elementary, which is still an elementary school, by the way. still active. I'm surprised. They took a chance on me. I wound up going back to Morrison to finish off my elementary school years. And then bam! I immediately go to a middle school that I had the most fun. The funnest middle school. Wilson. And now my middle school has been turned into a fucking correction center and was a short business for a time. And was shut the fuck down and become a fucking correction center. I didn't want that shit to happen. And the fucking cocksucker mayor, fucking dumbass cocksucker, decided to turn it into a fucking correction center. And the dumbass business venturing cocksucker Azons took it over first. Middle school, the one my mom grew up going to, is now a fucking retirement home. Or a fucking apartment. Is that what we're gonna do to all our fucking schools? Not fucking leaving them the fuck to their own vices? Not have companies take them over temporarily for a time? I miss the days where companies and the government left your school alone and funded your school. I miss those days. Tartarus and all of the underworld, man. If I basically want to enact, you know, like, if I wanted, you know, a lot of people screwing over the youth, my childhood has been ruined by this atrocity. My very teenhood was, you know, ruined by this atrocity. Now Southside High School is now a middle school. Like, what the fuck? How many people is gonna go through this shit before they start bitching at the mayor and say, hey, what you're doing is not right? You know, your city's economy is so fucking bad that you got, you know, your own fucking town's fucking schooling and fucking churches shutting down. There's a church in my fucking neighborhood that is shut down. You know, like, there's like Well, I'm gonna say it. The Jackson Park Church is dead. The pews or the pew chairs, I've seen them and I go by that fucking building. There are no shortages of reasons that, well, with like religious buildings going out of business, we got a lot of people, you know, that used to go to church. And then there's like the Ninth and Elm church where my mom used to go to back when I was a child. Like there's like churches and shit going out of business because people stop believing in their God. And yes, there are churches being shut down, schools being shut down, jobs are not a viable option. America's gonna fucking come crashing down. The economy's so bad. The politicians owe the fucking police, the whole police supporting, anti-police supporting organizations or disenfranchised youth because we're tired of having too many cops on the damn force, not enough schools. There are not enough schools. Not enough schools. Oh, and that's why I can't stand having my school be fucking ruined. My childhood being fucking ruined.